this country, United States, what happened in the last 30 years that people will have to think about. Because when you have 1% of the population, 30 years ago, has about 10% of total income. 1%, 10% of total income. Today, 1%, 20% of total income. That means that there is increasing inequality because the 1%, instead of taking 10, now takes 20 at the expenses of the other 99%. Now, in our case, it's worse because our inequality in most Latin American countries has been increasing. In developed countries, social and economic indicators are closely related to distribution of income and not to per capita income. This is why you have much better indicators in countries with less per capita income, like New Zealand, vis-a-vis some much more richer countries, but that the distribution income is much uneven. For developing countries, how are we going to be able, in the next time, once that poverty has been reduced, how are we going to improve our income distribution in order to be among those countries that, because has better income distribution, have better social and economic indicators? In the short run, the only way is to focalize fiscal expenditures. It's one side of the equation. The other side of the equation is where I'm going to get the money to financing that fiscal expenditure, and that part of the equation is taxes. And then it's not possible, like we in Latin America, before and after taxes, distribution of income remains equal. In OECD countries, there is a big change before and after taxes. Let us learn also to introduce that change, that before and after taxes, there's going to be a better distribution because most of the taxes are paid for the richer people. In the long run, it's only education what makes the difference. And that is why important education. And that is why important that the access to education will depend in the capacity of each human being and not in the place where you were born. The tendency to reproduce, your father and mother are professional people, quite successful, the bets are that the kids will also be professional people, very successful. You have to change and you have to introduce social mobility, and that's education.